Welcome. We'll start out in child's pose. Your knees wide as your toe mounts touch. Extend your fingers out wide. Draw the shoulder heads back and down. Inhale deeply and then exhale. Just take your right elbow with a bent really tight. Draw it in between your knees towards your heels. Take the left arm and internally rotate on top of the back, the mid-back, and then start to externally rotate the left shoulder. If there's a bind available, straighten the right arm and maybe hook the fingers, the last digits of both hands, the fingers. Keep the core active and let's switch sides. Left elbow hugs in between the thighs towards the heels, right arm rotates inwardly, and then externally rotate the right shoulder upward. Really feel the core engaged, core engagement. Inhale, and then exhale. If you want to try for a bind in this pose, into child's pose, go ahead and see if it can interlace. And it doesn't have to bind, you can just use a point of reference of the hand on towards a body part. Feel the engagement. A spider finger to right hand and bring the left hand forward. Lift the forearms and arms off the ground. And feel this line going from the hip bones back to the fingertips onto your mat. And then draw the knees together for embryo pose. Bring the hands around on top of the back of the heels if it's accessible. Let the forehead root into the ground. And breathe into the back. And feel it being massaged, the back of lungs. And lift the sit bones up to the sky for rabbit pose. Maybe you can stack the hips over the knees. Massage your forehead right to left. Really feel more of the body being engaged in this pose. Just slowly waking up the subtleties of your movement. Reverse directions. And lower back down. Interlace your hands behind your back. Extend the arms back as you rise up through the crown tall. Inhale. Take the left ear over to the left shoulder. Feel the sit bones root down into the inner heels. Slowly roll the chin forward. Gaze back to center and then lower the right ear over to the shoulder. You'll feel the whole left side of the arm and the body stretch out. Chin to the chest. Back to center. Hug the pit of the belly in towards the back ribs. Inhale and release the hands. Walk the hands forward, lift the heels to the bum, and then roll the shins back down. The top ankles stretch as you lift the sit bones, straighten the legs. Press the shins back down. Do this a couple of times. Heels stick to the sit bones. Lift the knees up and roll, rock forwards and back. Yeah, you should feel the whole fascia structure of the front side of the legs and shins stretch out. Continue rolling back. Press the hands down, roll the back as you lift the knees straight. As you're going into a press stand, curl the toes under and move into a short dog. Press the heels, the inner heels down as you lift the inner arches up through the utmost thighs. Walk the hands a little closer. Draw the back calves forward as the front thighs scoot back and upward. So bring the right hand around to the outer left ankle. Feel a twist and play with the bending of the knees just a little bit slight and just awakening the stretch into the hamstrings. Gaze above the right armpit as the left hand reaches around the right ankle. Walk your hands all the way back for a ragdoll. You can bring your hands around to opposite elbows or grab the back ankles. If it's available, crisscross your arms around the back knees and bring the fingertips to the front shins. And once you get the bent knees, go ahead and straighten them right back up. So almost like a halfway lift here. You can bring the chest right onto the thighs. So you're lifting that upper hip crease, like you're creating a little space there. Lower the hands down to the front ankles. Release your hands and put them underneath your heels on the outside of your feet. So this is all giving you feedback. Bring the right fingertips out wide, left hand onto the right shin, bent elbow, 90 degrees. And raise the right arm up and bring it all the way around, gaze to the right thumb for a twist. Maybe it reaches around the left hip. Feel the twist as it elongates the spine. Bring the left hand up and over. And maybe there's a crisscross coming. The right hand reaches for the left toes. Switch sides. Right hand to the left shin. Left hand, spider fingers out wide. Give yourself a torso twist. Left arm comes up and internally rotates. Maybe it reaches the right glute, the right hip, thigh. Just feel that whole left side of the collarbone open up. Left heart opens. Bring the left arm up and over for a crisscross. Good. Uttanasana twist. Hands into prayer, elongate. Keep the back skull long and forward. Gaze looks down. Exhale, fold forward. Rise up onto your heels. Press the hands down like you're ready to float up. Inhale, elongate. Fingers extended mountain pose. Slight back bend, inhale. Hands to heart center. Exhale, root down. Four corners of your feet. Inhale, rise up. Slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward, elongating. Juice the fingers as on the way down. Lift up onto the heels, onto the toe mounts. Bring the knees out wide. Crow pose. Toes touch. Squeeze the knees into the triceps. Nice and strong and powerful. Gaze to the mat. Tap your toes onto the wrist. Lift the heels back up. Inhale. Exhale. Try it again. Lower the feet back down. Inhale. Walk all the way into plank pose. In line from the heels to the crown of your head to actual plank. Root the hands down. Lift the right heel up. Three-legged dog. Left heel roots down and rise up. Step the knee to the tricep. Right heel comes back. Inhale. Exhale, cross the body. Inhale, back up. Elongate the right heel, step it forward into lizard pose. Root the hands down. Feel the connection of the knee into the underarm, to the right shoulder. Back leg straight and firm. Lift the right foot off the ground, step it back, downward facing dog. Good. Left heel rises up. Activate, press the right heel down. Knee to tricep. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come across the body. Inhale. Draw the knee to the armpit. Hold. Tap the lower of the foot down softly. Lizard pose. Keep the core engaged. Left thigh externally rotate as the torso has space to elongate through. You can feel the whole inner side of your body into the inner left leg. Lift the foot up. Keep the knee onto the shoulder. Inhale, lift back up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands towards the back of the mat. Malasana. Malasana squat. Go ahead and create the bind between the knees and the upper arm bones. It's a connection. Feel the spine elongate, the crown of your head. Gaze through the tips of your fingers. Use the hands to create the bind. Inhale, exhale, fold hands to the back ankles. Inhale, halfway lift. Arms above the head. Hasta Bandha. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Hands into Anjali Mudra. Chair pose. Sit a little deeper in your chair. Go ahead, extend the arms, active upper arm bones back. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands, lift the heels, and then walk into plank. Exhale, lower plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Feel the collarbones widen and the tops of your ankles stretching out. Curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. Yeah. Good. Widen the L's of your fingers. Feel them really root into the mat. Jump forward. Inhale. Exhale. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold. Chair pose. Sit a little deeper in your chair. Hands to heart center. And twist. Bring the left elbow over to the right knee. So the bind, the hands are creating a bind. And then lift the left foot up for twisting warrior 3. Draw the left knee behind the right. And back up. Lower back down for crescent lunge twist. Left hand lowers, right hand rises up. Gaze lifts. Lower the right knee down. Lift the left heel up to the bum. Right hand reaches back. Hug the right foot towards the left knee. Create a bind. Left hand rises up. And go ahead and release the back ankle. And switch hands. See if you can bring the right hand down, left hand reaches back for the left ankle. Open up the left side, the shoulder, back up into lizard pose. Step the left foot forward, Malasana. Hands in the heart center. Good. Inhale tall. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway left, Ardha Uttanasana. Chair pose. Sit down a little deeper. Hands to heart center and twist to your left. Create a bind with the right elbow over the left knee. Good. Gaze over the fingertips. Your drishti right over the index and the middle finger. Lift the right leg up into a warrior 3 twist. Draw the right knee right, crouching underneath the left knee. Tap the toe down. Lift back up. Elongate the right leg as you reach back. Crescent lunge twist. Lower the right hand down. Left hand rises up. Flying your wings. You can open up the gate on the left thigh. Give yourself a little stretch. If it's needed, left knee comes back to center, right knee hugs down to the ground. Left hand reaches for the right ankle. Just open up, stretching the body. Feel the left shoulder open up. Draw the left knee right over the left ankle. And then switch hands. Left hand comes down, right hand reaches back to the right ankle. Open up. low lunge. Bring the hands back to your mat. Step forward, Malasana squat. Knees into the triceps. Lower the hands down. Good. And make it more like an inverted happy baby for a moment. Now tick-tock the knees in a little closer and move into crow pose. Toes touch. Heels move towards the bum. Shoot back, jump back into plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. So at any time you can always skip vinyasas. You can just go straight into down dog. Press the heels down, root down as the sit bone rises. Gaze forward, step, hop, float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Gaze straight down, forward fold. Chair pose. Activate the legs. Sit a little deeper. Active hands, active feet, active core. Sit into a power chair. Rise up into Navasana or into seated crow. Good. Press the hands and tap the wrists with the toes. Try to squeeze the knees into the triceps. Do it 10 times on each side. Navasana boat pose. Good. Crisscross your feet. Jump back. Hands to the front of your mat. Downward facing dog. Reset. Right heel rises up, three-legged dog. And then open up the gate. And flip your dog if it's in your practice. Good. Feet. Imagine that your feet are parallel to a block. And reach that right hand over towards the right ankle. See if you can touch your right hip. If you have access to the ankle, go for it. Flip up and back over, side plank. Keep the top leg down and extend the right leg for fallen angel. And draw it behind you for sugar cane side plank. Moving the plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. Little creative flow session here. Left heel draws up, three-legged dog. Bring the heel to the bum, open the knee up towards the sky. Feel the whole left side of the body stretch, flip over your flip dog. Left hand's extending forward. And then draw the left hand towards the left ankle. Maybe you have access, maybe you don't. Maybe you just touch the ground. Bring it back overhead. Flip up and over. And the left leg comes through. Grab peace fingers onto the big toe. Good, extend. And then bring the heel to the bum as in sugar cane legs here in the side plank. Right arm comes all the way over, plank, low plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Inhale. Good. And stay here for a moment. It always feels good to not rush through upward facing dog. Heels come down, sit bones rises up. Externally rotate the shoulders. Really reorganize your breath for several rounds of inhalations and exhalations here. Gaze forward. Float up to the top. Jump right into Malasana squat. Good. Knees squeeze into the elbows. Elbows resist. Tick-tock your feet in. Forward fold. Chair pose. Good. Sit a little deeper. Awesome. Tick-tock the feet. Hips distance. Sometimes people do toes to touch. Lower the bum all the way down. Lift the toes up. Good. Navasana boat pose. Hands active. Your boat. Whatever's right for you. Crisscross your feet. Take the left heel right in between the big toe and then twist. Right fingers, peace fingers onto the left big toe. Twist. Back into boat pose. Right Achilles between the big toe and second toe. Peace fingers onto the right big toe. Twist. Twisting boat. Draw the knees into the underarms. Rock and roll. Find yourself back up into chair pose. Yeah, you got this. Rise up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Crow pose. You got this. Jump back, upward facing dog, inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. Reorganize your breath. Right heel lifts up, inhale, crescent lunge. So active left leg, heels right, stacked right over the big toe mount, and twist. Left hand forward, right hand back. Left hand comes across, right hand comes to the left hip. So crescent lunge twist, modification. Left hand lifts up, rise up into a twisting moon. Draw the left knee into the back of the right knee. Lower the left hand down. And now we're into the full body twisting Ardha Chandrasana. Feel the webbings between the left toe open up. Right hand comes around, grabs the left leg as you bend the heel to the bum. So it gives you kind of a twisting sugar cane. Awesome. Go ahead and let go of the left foot, lift the knee up, standing leg raise, open up the gate. Right hand out wide, tree pose. Hands to heart center. Three full breaths here. Reorganize your stance. Feel the rooting down into the standing leg. Lift the left knee up, scoot it back, warrior three. Virabhadrasana 3. Hand comes down. And we're going to do a single leg press. So if you want to kick up into split leg handstand, if it's in your practice, go ahead and do it. If you got it here, draw the right knee into the end of the arm and drop back down. As graceful as you can. Downward facing dog. Good. So you have to remember what we just did here. Left heel rises up, three-legged dog. Draw your knee to the underarm, gracefully plant the left foot down. Hinge forward into your crescent lunge for a moment. Good. Now draw the right hand forward and the left hand back. You can even use it, the measurement onto the left hip, right? Lift the right heel up. Kind of as a twisting warrior three here. Good. Now slowly lower the right hand down and lift the left hand up for twisting half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Keep that right hip active. Standing leg is externally rotating. Draw the right knee, tap the back of the left as you crouch down, crouching Ardha Chandrasana twist. Good. Extend it back up, lower. Rise up and lift the right knee. Don't let it touch the ground. Leg raise. Leg raise. Open up the gate. Left hand out wide. So you can keep your left side body to hug into center line. Hands heart center. Inhale, skull tall. Exhale, root down the four corners of your feet. Left thigh into the right four corners of the right foot. Raise the hands up, inhale. Exhale, leg comes straight, scoot back, shoot back, warrior three. Good. Keep the toes pointing straight down. Standing split. So root the hands down, round the back, upper back. Lift up if you can into standing split, into split handstand. Practice if all you're doing is a leap, scissor leaps. Awesome. You're able to hold it here. Handstand and then gracefully drop down. Try to bring your left knee to the left elbow to kind of soften the landing. Downward facing dog. Right heel lifts up, step it forward. Step the left foot forward, Mulasana squat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Hands either on your shins, on the front of your mat. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands to heart center and twist. Feel the spine elongate forward like a spiraling out of your hips. Fly your wings if you're into side crow. Move into side crow. Forward fold. Chair pose. Sit down a little deeper. Hands to heart center and chair twist to the left side. Elongate through the spine and then move into side crow on the left side. Try to bring the right elbow into the mid thigh if this is available. If not, just bring both elbows into the whole right thigh. And release. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step the right leg up and back and take a seat down into cow face pose, Gomukhasana. Just let the legs sit. Inhale, bring the left arm up and over, right hand over to the left elbow. Reach it around if you have a bind, and lace the last digits of the fingers. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, softening the lower front ribs. Inhale, lengthening the back ribs upward as the tailbone descends down. Feel the left hip soften. Right hand comes across the left thigh. Left hand comes behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Gently draw the chin towards the right shoulder and then gently release. Switch sides, bring the left leg under the right. Right arm comes across, up and over. Internally rotate the left arm behind you for a bind if it's available. If not, just place the hands onto your back. Maybe use a towel or a strap. Feel the spine lengthen tall. Inhale. Exhale, root down the right thigh. Let the right thigh soften down. See if you can, if there's any grip in the glutes on the right side, try to let it release. Knitting the front ribs together. The pit of the belly hugs in and up. Right hand roots down as the left hand comes across. You can bend the elbow. Feel like a robot arm. Spider finger with right hands and twist. Deepen the twist. The left ribs come around towards the chest. Inhale tall. Exhale. So getting the twisting action from deep into the groin area. Exhale, release. Walk the hands forward. And step the feet back into Ardha Uttanasana. Our Uttanasana with the feet crossed. Right leg in front, and then we're going to switch around. Bring the left leg around in front. Uttanasana with crossed legs. Step the left foot back. Right foot crisscross. Downward facing dog in with crossed legs. and then take the right leg all the way around and cross the legs in downward facing dog. Left foot behind. Step the feet back into downward facing dog. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose. Inhale, Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana, crow pose. Jump back, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right heel rises up, step it forward, warrior one. Hinge over, really lean forward into the warrior one. Draw the right knee over the ankle. Now elongate the spine upward as the tailbone descends down. Feel the knife edge of the back foot root down, and then rise the left heel upward. Crescent lunge. Twist. Hands to heart center. Good. Lower the left hand down. Peace fingers grab the right toes up for side plank. Straight leg. Bring the right leg back down. Back into crescent lunge twist. Hands to heart center. Hands back down. Put the right shoulder underneath the right knee. If you have it available, try it on. Lift the right foot up. Lift up the left leg. And step the right leg back. Downward facing dog. Flying lizard. Left heel rises up. Step it forward. Warrior one. Hinge forward. It's like leaning warrior. You're going to feel the right heel all the way through the fingertips. Now lift all the way back up. Draw the left knee over the ankle. Good. Tailbone descends straight down. And slowly lift the right heel up. Crescent lunge. Hands to heart center. Hinge forward. Inhale. Exhale. Twist. Elongate the spine through the crown as the heel resists. Fly your wings. Lower the right hand down. Peace fingers wrap around the left big toes. Rotate into side plank. Your version. Doesn't have to grab the toes. Hold another breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the left foot right back down. Good. Crescent lunge twist. Bring yourself back to lizard. See if you can tuck the left shoulder underneath the left knee. Press the left hand down, and if the left foot lifts up, shift the weight into the right elbow. Lift the right foot up into flying lizard. Try it on. Bring the left foot back. You fall, you get back up. One side may be totally different than the other. Downward facing dog. Right heel lifts up, step forward, left leg follows. Malasana squat. Hands to heart center, elbows thread through the knees. Grab the peace fingers around the big toes, forward fold, elbows out wide as your crown sinks down. Sit bones rise up, back leg straight. Just feel the fluidity between the ankles and the knee joints and the hip joints. Good. Wrap the arms, right arm on top, left arm under, behind the knees. See if you can bring the elongation of the abdomen onto the thigh. Just gotta really see if you can lengthen. Now squat down, good, and rise back up. Release the hands to the back heels, bring the bum to the ground. Interlace the hands behind the knees into boat pose. So really get the thighs and the abdomen together. Elongate the feet. If you lose your balance, bend them back down. Just play with the closeness of the abdomen to the thighs as best you can. When you lengthen the legs, see if you can remain that balance until you sit bones. Now bring the left leg behind you, right leg straight, lower back down into half Virasana, hero's pose. May not look pretty. You can always sit back onto your elbows. You can sit upward, straight, whatever's available for you. But rotate the right thigh inward towards the left. Bring the right foot into the left thigh and rise back up. Switch sides. Bring the right leg behind you, left leg straight. You can walk the hands behind. Just whatever is available for you in this pose. You should probably really have the right knee on the ground, and it's okay if we play a little bit. Know your limitations. Rise back up. Bring the, cross the feet, step back, downward facing dog. Press the heels down, right heel rises up, step it forward, warrior two. Right knee goes over the ankle, root down the knife edge of the left foot, reverse warrior. Extended side angle. So hover the right fingertips. Left hand comes around, touches the hip. If you want to move into a bind, go for it. Interlace the last digits of the fingers. It's available. And once you get that right arm under, externally rotate the bottom arm, open up the left shoulder, and release. Move back into the right shoulder under the knee and press through that right arm, straighten the right foot and fall down. If you want to get back up, awesome. Try it on. Downward facing dog. Left heel rises up, step it forward, warrior two. It's getting messy out here. It's raining. Could be some sweat. Left hand down, right hand up. Move for a bind here. Interlace the fingertips. Really play with your bind. Go into your advanced posture from here. You want to go into Birds of Paradise, do it. I want to go for this, I don't even know the name of this pose. Peace fingers grab the big toe. Something like Utiti something or whatever. And step forward, interlace the hands from inside out, grab the heels, and fall down. Yeah, so look, we're making things up sometimes just to feel our body in different poses and different variations. Explore, right? That's what yoga is all about, exploration, and be safe. You don't want to hurt yourself, but a little bit of falling and safe exploration doesn't hurt anybody. Right leg forward fold, side facing, bring the forearms to the ground and move into Shirshasana, headstand. So hug the elbows towards each other and play with the activation of the legs and the heels and the feet. So notice if everything's in the shoulders. So you want to try to elongate the shoulders upward towards the heels. So there's always going to be this challenge, right, of gravity and collapsing down, and we want to uplift through the heels, right? So I like to interlace my hands, keeping a cupping action with the hands and the tips of my thumbs together is kind of the way I've been working at it lately. And having this bind with the hands into the back of the skull keeps reminding me to press the forearms down and keep the shoulders active, right? Serratus anterior active, the muscles in the upper ribs in the back, or I'd say under the front ribs. And then lower back down whenever you're ready. Wide leg twist. Left hand goes outside the right ankle. Right hand over to the sacrum. Switch sides. Right hand to the left ankle. Left hand wherever is available for you. Twisting action. Bring the hands down, halfway lift. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Lower those front ribs down. Straighten the left leg. Exalted warrior. Peace fingers to the big toe. Trikonasana. So feel the bottom left rib spiraling towards the chest. Right hand lifts up. Root down the knife edge of the right foot. Externally rotate the front thigh as you elongate the back thigh directly backwards, away from the left heel. Bring your hands down, step forward, Malasana squat. Step the left foot back, warrior two, right foot in front, extended side angle. Exalted warrior, triangle pose. So bring the back hand into the right front shin. Peace fingers grab the big toes. Gaze up to the left fingertips. Pyramid, triangle. Good. So externally rotate the front thigh. Now rotate the hands down. Malasana squat. Tick-tock your feet in. Pyramid pose, left leg in front. Bring your hands to reverse namaste hands. Forward fold. So work to keep the hips parallel as you hinge down. So externally rotate the front thigh, the left thigh, and internally rotate the right thigh. So bringing the inner right thigh crease around. Adduct the right thigh in towards the left like scissor legs. Lift up the right leg for a twisting Ardha Chandrasana. Hand can be on the sacrum. You can fly your wings here. Left hand down and move into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Lower the right foot down. Sandasana. Good. Right toes point in. And switch sides. Shift to the back. Left toes point up. Back to the left side. Walk your hands. You can press them together. Do your version. And switch sides. Reverse namaste, forward fold, pyramid pose. And fold forward. Elongate the spine. Press the hands into the sacrum. Externally rotate the front thigh. So lift the inner arches up as the outer shins hug in. Twisting pyramid. You want to shift the weight in out of the left hand and lift the right hand upward. Lower the right hand down. Now lift up the left leg into twisting half moon pose. Keep the left thigh lifting upward and open up the gate, open up the hip to half moon. Okay, if your legs are shaking, right? Bring the right elbow into the right knee. Back and forth Skandasana. Going, shifting from right to left. Good. Play around what works for you. Malasana squat on the back of your mat. Forward fold. Let's have a seat. So go ahead and Dandasana, straight legs. But keep a little bend in your knees and wrap the arms under. So we're going to have the right arm on top, left underneath, lengthening the torso and onto the upper thighs, to the quads. Feel the spine elongate. So it's not rounding the spine. We're trying to elongate in that pose. Inhale, lift the hands up, and switch sides. This time bring the left hand in front of the right. Ragdoll fold, right? And press the back knees into the forearms. Now interwrap the arms, fingertips onto the opposite shins. Single leg fold. And then bring the hands around the toe mounts. Left hand grabs the knife edge of the right foot. Lift up the leg. Right hand goes back for a twist. Crisscross the hands and draw the shin towards the forehead. Interlace the hands around the back knee. Interlace the forearms onto the back knee. And then switch sides. Right foot into left thigh. Let the left thigh hug into the right foot. Inhale, rise, and exhale, fold forward. Now taking the right hand onto the outside of the left foot, the knife edge. We're going to create the bind and lift the foot up. Left hand goes back. Twist. Lengthen the hands. Elongate the spine. Crisscross the hands with the bind. And then when you're ready, wrap the hands behind the calf if it's available. You can keep it on the hands. It depends on your flexibility. Wrap the arms around the back left thigh. Release back down. Move into your easy seat pose or lotus pose. Inhale, cat-cow, seated cat-cows. Exhale, chin to chest. Have the shoulder rotation. Inhale, involved with the cat-cows. Inhale, pelvic tilt. Forward. Create some pelvic circles or some abdomen circles. Inhale, exhale as you come around. Inhale, half circle, exhale, return. Just keep moving this energy into the fluid body. Reverse directions. Really explore all the twists we've been moving into that abdominal area. Just really feel massaging the organs. Bring the spider fingers to the tops of the shoulders and do breath of fire as you twist, exhaling out. Bumping your abdomen on the exhales, letting the inhales come in on their own. Fueling the furnace into the solar plexus. Just feel it. Breathing into the navel center, exhaling out. Rapid exhales, short, pressing the air out. Continue the exhales. Spine to roll and just roll your head and neck like a horseshoe, rolling up and around. Bring the feet forward, lift up into reverse tabletop. Fingertips pointing behind you. Lift the left leg up. I'm going to hold, pulse, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower the left foot down. Lift the right leg up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down, lower the seat down. Lower all the way down onto your back. Bring the legs forward and draw the right knee into your chest and supine twist. Stack the hips. You want to bring the peace fingers onto of the left hand onto the right toe. Create a little bind and press the right hip towards the left heel. Gaze can move towards the right fingertips. If you want to deepen the twist, keep the bottom leg active and then switch sides. Left knee hugs in and stack the hips, left hip over the right. You can elongate the right leg, peace fingers of the right hand onto the left toe. Elongate the left leg. Feel the right heel pressing forward. Gaze moves towards the left fingertips. Draw the knees in. Give yourself a hug and rock and roll forward and switch sides into tabletop. Now we're going to move into Makrasana pose. Traditional crocodile pose. We're going to make the hands into a fist and draw the knuckles, the top knuckles, right into the hip bone creases, the hip points. Lift the right heel up and reseat that hip bone right into the palm of the hands. Left leg, left heel lifts up, and just really feel the hip points right into the hands. And it's kind of making yourself like a little pillow underneath the pelvis area. Should feel really good. Just relax. It's almost like a prone shavasana of sorts. Crown of your head's really feeling grounded. Really good for digestion. Sacral center. Think of all the fluid body. Now press up and back. And make your way into frog pose. Yeah. So we're doing a lot of water poses. It's raining outside. Crown of your head stacks on the forearms. Or the forehead is stacking on the forearms, crossed. Toes point outward. Knees in line with the hips and your ankles. Roughly 90 degrees. Make do with whatever you have. If you don't have props, usually I have a block underneath my pelvic area or a block underneath my abdomen to help lift my hips up a little higher. But this version actually feels really good right now. Just let yourself relax and breathe and slow down your breath. And make your way out of frog the best you can. Move your way onto your back. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, knees out wide. One hand on your heart, one on your abdomen, on your belly button. Just welcome your breath into your hands. Allow the shoulder heads to soften down away from your ears. Happy baby. Grab the knife edges of your feet with your hands. Really draw the knees down, but more importantly, let the sacrum counteract down towards the ground. Release, happy baby. Bring the feet up to the sky for waterfall. So just like the water or rain falling down, your legs are just holding up the clouds. As minimal as possible. Notice where you're clenching, notice where you're activating. Move into effortlessness, ease and joy, even though there's some required effort. Lower your legs down into Shavasana. This is your time to be one with nature, one with your internal nature, the nature of who you're being, but also the nature of who you truly are, no matter who you're being, no matter who you are being. It's not necessarily what you do. It's about who you're being while what you do. So in this state of Shavasana, it's the elimination of doing. Just being present to what is, to your true state of stillness. Bring your knees in, begin wiggling your feet and your hands. Draw the knees into your chest. Easy seat pose. Lift the hands up to the sky, hold it up. Inhale. Exhale, palms of your hands together. Inhale, elongate. Feel the heavens above. Draw the hands down to heart center. And namaste. Appreciate you practicing with me. I hope you enjoy. Sat Nam.